Shalom and greetings from Jerusalem. My name is Joan Lippis, or hashtag Joni in Jerusalem, welcoming you to Lunchtime Prayer for Israel. Lunchtime Prayer for Israel is part of the Novea Ministries family. So we look forward to you subscribing, keeping in touch with us in some way. All of our links are at the end of the video. Well, we're continuing our series on end times, and today's title is One World Government. You know, I've discovered that understanding prophecy is kind of like putting together a 5,000-piece jigsaw puzzle. And in order to do that, you've got to have the end result picture. If you don't have that picture, all you can really do is find the four corner pieces, and then you need extreme patience. The more pieces that are put in place, the easier the task becomes, and thus the process moves faster, and it's much more exciting. Well, as we resume our journey into the end times, we will consider several topics which are like those puzzle pieces. They seem to be just fragments. Fortunately, we have the end result picture, so we know where these pieces belong. Well, albeit the picture is fuzzy regarding the exact timing, so we need to look for the hints along the way. Discerning these hints will help us tremendously to stand firm in faith when the situation around us continues to get more and more tumultuous. Now, the first of these fragments will be the move towards a one world government. Now, the concept of a one world government emerged after the ferocity of World War1, as Western leaders began to consider making a global alliance and organization that would solve all the world's problems peaceably. Winston Churchill said, "Unless some effective world supergovernment can be brought quickly into action, the proposals for peace and human progress are dark and doubtful." The nuclear physicist Edward Teller, who helped develop the hydrogen bomb, he warned, "We must work for the establishment of a world authority sustained by moral and physical force," kind of opposites there, "a world government capable of enforcing worldwide law." Well, you know, with the current global health crisis, we hear the cry increasing for a one world government. It also comes under the new world order, or globalism. Now, in Daniel's visions, we find hints of alliances that will be built along the way 40 to 43. But let me set the context. God gave Daniel a vision of what he called of a great image. Various metals, each in descending value, but ascending strength. So we're starting with Daniel's explanations of the various kingdoms represented by these metals. So again, we're going to turn to Daniel 2, verses 40 to 43. So we're in Daniel 2, verses 40 to 43. There have been three kingdoms, so now we're saying, "And the fourth kingdom shall be as strong as iron, inasmuch as iron breaks in pieces and shatters all things, and like iron that crushes, that kingdom will break in pieces and crush all the others. Whereas you saw the feet and toes partly of potter's clay and partly of iron, the kingdom shall be divided. Yet the strength of the iron shall be in it, just as you saw the iron mixed with cement clay. And as the toes of the feet were partly of iron and partly of clay, so the kingdom shall be partly strong and partly fragile. As you saw iron mixed with ceramic clay, they will mingle with the seed of men, but they will not adhere to one another, just as iron does not mix with the clay. So what we're seeing here is a kingdom that is to come that's going to crush with the strength of iron, everything else in its way, and yet it's going to be hetzi in Hebrew, half. What's going on here? But at least it's a hint of what's coming. So what we want to pray today is discernment to recognize the danger as we move closer and closer into globalism of the one world government. Oh, it's going to be very dangerous indeed. We want to see how close we're getting. Why? So we can be prepared. Amen? Amen. So with that, I say, Lehitraot and Shalom from Jerusalem.